some people like the music. They had a choice of whether they whether they wanted to be entertained by the music or not. And so that never came into play. I'm still waiting for my opponents to do the videos of, oh, do you want this guy to be your congressman? And then I'm gonna sit up there and laugh, and I'll counteract with them that, yeah, I'm not a career politician. I'm a businessman, and this is what I do. And yeah, I did that. Yeah, I had a good time. We all had a good time. We partied. We created a culture of music, and the music, we entertained people, but it was never with any malicious intent or any malice. And that's why you don't see me in any scandals, whether it was Me Too movement or whether it was at some parties or anything like that, because everything we did, I did it responsible. I created that parental advisory sticker so that kids do not get the explicit version of a record, and then the music industry adopted it. That's being socially responsible. So I welcome people to attack me on the music. I would definitely be able to push back.
Most definitely. Well, I appreciate you, Uncle Luke.
Thank you.
Mr. Big Red, you there? Out of Dallas.
Hey, how you doing, Uncle Luke?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey, you got it, brother. Hey, I'm glad to have you on the call. Appreciate you being, and again, thank you. So just being a fly on the wall and listening to you running for congressman is an amazing thing, man. And I'm gonna back you 100%. And I just want to say, run for president, man. If Trump is in office as damn president, just go for president. Go for the whole damn thing, man. Hey, forget that. You know what I mean? Hey, he done had sex with a damn porn star. Hey, go for it. That's what I say, man. But no, man, I think it's awesome, man, that you are going for something for the community and something for what you're standing for, man. Is it's a lot of people, a lot of rappers, a lot of people who've been in hip hop who have turned their leaf to do something positive in their communities to make sure that it's something that other than what you've done heard music wise, that hey, we we did this for a reason to get out of our communities so we can turn around with the money that we made to invest in it. You know what I mean? So what is another thing that you can actually give to the new up and coming artists that's in the music industry that they need to do financially with their money? Really, my main question is, what do they need to do with their money once they receive it, in the best way to use their money, other than what you see people holding it with money on the side of their head, taking it and throwing it in a strip club? What do they need to do with their money, man?
Yeah, well, they need to remember that they need to put that money away because everything got an expiration date on it. I mean, we even have an expiration date on it. Ourselves,
Absolutely.
one thing we're guaranteed to leave here at one point, and so at the end of the day, I've always told artists, be responsible. Hey, look, yeah, you go up in the club, you have a good time, but make sure you put yourself on a budget, even for the club, and having a good time, because at the end of the day, you can throw your portfolio away in one night. And just like somebody asked me earlier, I think one of the gentlemen said earlier, people spending money on all kind of crazy things. They go to the club with a big old bag and throwing it up in the air, and they don't take and give back to the community to help other people. What bothered me was I would tell, and I'm always schooling people. I'm really on for real. If I see you and you doing, I look and be like, how many of the dudes in your little entourage? Have you asked any of them guys, are they able to pay all their bills?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of dudes around you, and a couple of them dudes may not be able to pay their mortgage, may not be able to pay their rent, may not be able to pay their car note, or don't have insurance, and their child just got in a situation. Until you have your entire team and everybody that's around you rolling with you in the club straight, then you're not doing the right thing. And so I always tell these young people, look, man, the window of opportunity. I was told this by this guy named Joe Kolsky who handled all my distribution, and he was like, "Look, the window gonna close, but at the end of the day, make sure you secure your money and you put your money away and you make sound investments into yourself." And so I've been able to invest back into myself when I've seen whether it's ball players blow $100 million contracts. I've seen artists fly the girls in, have the wild parties, do all this, and then I always say, boss, it ain't no money tree in the back. You better
Mm.
put some money away for a rainy day because they're really literally giving you all your money right now up front, and you got to prepare for the rainy day because it's going to be one. It's going to be a rainy day, and if you don't have a brand other business, like people think Kodak Black is crazy, right? Kodak Black is in my district, in Pompano. Him talking about investments. He invested in a whole strip mall, right? That he wants to put a bowling alley there, put some businesses for people to be able to open up business in his strip mall. Same thing with Flow Rider. Flow Rider took his money that he won off a lawsuit, purchased a whole strip of land. The difference between Flow Rider and Kodak Black. Kodak Black is in an area which I would be represented, but the good folks who I'm running against, the people who are putting money into their campaign, they want to gentrify. So they don't necessarily want a black business in that district because if it's a thriving black business, then they won't be able to do what? Put the type of businesses they want in that area because he's close to the beach. He's in Pompano Beach. And so those are the things like that, even with artists who want to make investments back into their community, you still have to be invested into the politics because he is Kodak Black and he's sitting up there fighting a fight. He just bought a stretch of property and he wants to do what he wants to do with it. But the code compliance, the mayor, the city council, all these people who are getting this money from these special interest groups are preventing him from being able to be able to develop their property because that's not in their plans. They ain't trying to have no black business there. They trying to gentrify that shit and run him out and run everybody else out, make it too affordable for people of color to be able to live there. It's designed for something else, and so that's why I tell people you got to be involved in this political process because if you're not, then even with money, you know, you'll find yourself not being able to invest it in the things that are common sense investments.
Man, amazing, amazing. I want to make sure we commend you as well because hearing you and I know you're talking about, what the salary is, which I think for a lot of us we'll take the 170K, but I know that might be small change for you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it puts you in the lane, like the Alis and the Russells and the Jabars and Kaepernicks that they sacrifice their careers for the greater good of trying to do better for the people. So I just want to make sure that's I mean, it's commendable, big flowers for what you're attempting to do in this situation. Aside from that, with what you're fighting for within the music industry and these bills and the amendments or whatever, how much how much how much how much of your eye do you have on the fight against AI right now in music?
Well, AI is it's a couple of fights with AI. It's AI can be a good thing. Using AI to create jobs and opportunities, you can use it for that. But then now when you're talking about these big major plants and water and all these things and the pollution that comes with a lot of those things, I think in those situations it needs to be put in rural areas where they don't affect people. Like in Memphis, um, you had a situation in Memphis, where they put this big AI plant and it's polluting the area and things like that. They call it what they want to call it, but those situations. But in Memphis, it's the same situation like me. Like I'm in a district where there's a career politician, this lady named Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who decided to run in my district, which is a black district, 54% African American, and 20% white, and she decided to come out of her district and move in our district to then try and hijack the this particular district to change it to finish off the gentrification program. And so when you look at those type of things, see, I take it with a common sense approach. Like Trump made crypto a bad name because they were using it for profit for himself, which crypto and blockchain is not a bad thing. And so I would use crypto blockchain to bring money back into the district. I would use AI to bring money jobs back into the district. You know what I'm saying? I would use the entertainment industry to bring jobs, money back into the district. I will use the infrastructure bill that Joe Biden passed with trillions of dollars to build more streets by us, for us, expand the port by us, for us, to then bring more money and more jobs back in. So AI ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? AI is not going nowhere. It's going to be a consistent fight. But again, just like anything, you don't want all of a sudden a big ass plant in your backyard. You just put a pool in your backyard, and this plant has got all this pollution and all that. So you need it, but you need it to a certain degree where it don't really affect the quality of life.
I feel it. I feel it. Remo, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Remo the A&R. How you doing, Luke?
Remo, how you doing, man?
Oh, man, blessed to even be here with you. It's a blessing, man, growing up to you, your music, seeing you over the years. It's almost like, you're my uncle or big bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I got a two-part question because they took one with the AI, but how do you feel about like privacy? What's going on, when we on these phones and, all of a sudden you might be talking, having a gradual conversation, then automatically an ad pop up with what you was actually having that conversation about. And how do you feel about like with the, we have terrestrial radio, but we also have internet radio where we spin artists all the time. And they don't count the record in the same way as far as payout. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to know, what do you feel about them two topics?
Yeah, those things. When it comes to radio and spins and all that, all artists should be paid, and should be a payout of all of them. I think the internet is almost like NIL to football. When they created streaming, not just the internet, but when they created streaming, people just went crazy, and then they had to try to reel it back in. I think, no difference than you guys going to the club. You spin a record. The club has to pay a fee to BMI and ASCAP for the music. Now, how they calculate it to pay all of us, who knows? They're paying a fee. I think that it should be a fee paid, and it should be a fee paid to the DJ as well, because I look at it like a club. Coming from the DJ world, I got this club, and I was a promoter. I brought all these people to the skate rink, and I got 2,000 people in there. I'm spinning your records, and that's how I DJ'd. I would go to literally go to the record pool and find the records that are not being played on the radio. So if they're getting paid on the radio, the DJ is getting paid to play the record on the radio because he's a successful DJ, and that then in turn turns into sales. I truly believe that if you have a radio station and you're playing the music and you got your crowd playing the music, it's DJ whoever. All of a sudden, you got 2,000 people in this room right now, and you playing the music. Yes, a portion of it should go to the artist for playing, but I really think a portion of it should go to the DJ for bringing that crowd in there. Because without the DJ, then there's no motion. Yes, the social media platform, and I think more people need to get away from these platforms, you know, because
Hey,
they're robbing people. TikTok robbing people, Twitter, Instagram, all these. Make your own damn app. That's where the world I come from. Like that's I got in the business. Hey, look, man, make your own app. Hey, man, look, Digi DJs got their own fucking app. We coming there, and they promoting it, and they doing the payout. And the people that are coming there, they paying out the artists. They're paying out the DJs. Hey, you go in this particular room right here with this DJ. You go in his club, or he's doing a live stream from his club, and now he's making money. There's ways. I think we get too comfortable um, on these platforms, YouTube and all these different places, and TikTok and everywhere, and we get too comfortable using their platforms where we could create our own.
Wow, thank you, man. I really appreciate you, man. And yeah, I'm gonna donate and I support you, man. And I can't wait to see you in Congress.
Hey, I appreciate that. You did ask me about security, and
Yes, privacy.
yeah, I fully believe in it. I mean, because when I look at my phone, it has to be secured because people, are and I think Congress dealt with that the other day, like these Zuckerbergs and all these folks, and even they all screamed on TikTok for getting all the information and giving it to China. These algorithms, look, from a security standpoint, yes, that definitely needs to be addressed, and I would definitely be in Congress. I would definitely be in Congress. Vote against anybody trying to get data or information from any individual, especially these kids. These kids, man, it's early on, man. I was trying to figure out how the hell my son knew about a donut place that had ice cream on the donuts, and I'm like, yo, bro, where you found this at? You go to school here and your friends told you about it? No, I saw it on YouTube. So YouTube then sent the bots after him, and now all of a sudden I'm pulled up at the donut place with a long ass line. That's a great thing, but again, that could be used as a tool to influence kids in the wrong way. And you have to, a lot of kids are suffering from, which we don't pay attention to. A lot of kids are suffering from mental health, depression issues. When they look at Cardi B and every other celebrity, and they look at them on there, and they have no remote way. They want all the things that they have, but then they have no way of getting there. They fall into a state of depression. Kids and grown-ups, like, I'm trying to do what I need to do, and then they go and look into their history and see what they did, and oh, okay, and so we have to do a lot, and I think as a congressman in my district, I'll create programs where kids, like I say, those opportunities, which is what I've been doing all my life anyway.
Thank you, Uncle Luke. I really
Appreciate you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I got enough for one more.
Okay, Miss Alexis Bria, dope artist out of South Carolina. If you're there, my dear.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. First of all, I want to say thank y'all for allowing me to be on here. Such a pioneer in the game. But my question is basically looking back on all of the business decisions that you made in your career, what was the biggest impact, and how do you think that people can remember Uncle Luke the brand and not just the artist?
I just would hope people remember me as a hip hop pioneer, as a fighter, as a person who just did it my way. I always did it my way. Whether it was starting hip hop in the South, whether it was, coming from being a DJ, working as a cook, DJing at night on the weekend to making enough money where I didn't have to work a job because this DJ thing was paying a lot, and then all of a sudden bringing down hip hop to the South in Miami, where artists had never been from New York. It was their first time down here, and then start my own record. So I just want people to remember me as a fighter and as a creator and as an innovator and a person who just did it my way. Did whenever I wanted to do it, I do it. I mean, like people look at me like right now, hip hop artist, uh, music industry executive going to Congress. That don't make sense, but the man upstairs is sending me in that direction. A lot of things that I get involved in, I'll be like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And so I have a conversation with the man upstairs, and be like, "Yo, this is what we doing. We'll be able to help a lot of people." And throughout my travels, I have been able to help a lot of people. When you see a guy like Trick Daddy, he literally stayed with me when he got out of prison because his dad said, "Look out for his son." He had a bunch of lyrics. Everybody got a bunch of lyrics. Everybody want to be a rapper. But again, at the end of the day, we put him in the studio and did a song. And he blew up from there. Same thing with Pitbull. I'm looking at this young guy with braids down his hair, and he's out there on the street corner selling everything, you name it. And at the end of the day, what ends up happening? I bring him in. Hey, man, I love you, man. Focus on, on this right here. Not knowing because we see 1,000 artists, and the ones who listen and the ones who, God bless, uh, they're able to be successful. And so I look at all those type of things, man. I look at H-Town. I'm going to their house and how I met them. These guys were living in the projects in Houston, and Lorenzo White, friend of mine, said, "Listen to this group, man." He was playing ball up there, and I listened to him, and I was like, "Okay." Saying, it's a lot of situations, that we were able to help people, and whether it's through sports, politics, and entertainment, and I'm just happy that I'm able to do those things.
Well,
Outside,
listen,
I don't want to be known as Two Live Crew member. I want to be known as the guy who helped people in more ways than one.
well, you definitely helped a lot of people over here in this household. My mom was on stage dancing with you when she was my age, so she was over there with you at that time of my life. But for me to be a Southern soul artist now, but an actress, a singer, a rapper, and just kind of being diverse as well as possible, you definitely are someone that I look up to as far as how you change in every aspect of your career. So, what I'm saying, you're super monumental to me. Keep doing what you're doing, whatever I can do to support. Definitely gonna vote for you. Definitely gonna do whatever I can to put it on my platform. So I just appreciate your time and your words of wisdom. Means so much to me. So salute to you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep. That's
Yep.
important. Put it on your platform. Put it on
For sure, for sure. I got
Snippet. Put it on there. Let people know. That's good.
Yeah, I want to thank Jania for being active in the chat. Again, everybody, Luther Campbell for Congress.com is the site. You can get active right there, get involved. You can donate, find out ways you can make the cold calls for him, the whole nine, man. So we're gonna start with the Uncle Luke and just start calling you Mr. Campbell. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Congressman Campbell. You feel me? Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, thank you for your time, sir. You know what I mean? Best of luck to you, and keep fighting the good fight for all of us. You know what I mean?
Hey man, thank you. I really appreciate you guys having me on. Like I say, just go to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. Check it out. Support the campaign, and I appreciate y'all supporting in them clubs, man. Let people know.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Bless up, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you. One love.
Take off. That could take off. You know what I mean? I think you get Pitbull on that. That shit probably goes out of here. You know what I mean? I thought about that, just as we was talking to Uncle Luke as well. I forgot he discovered him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Pitbull get on that remix. That record can go crazy. You know what I mean? So what you thinking, C? That was big game right now. That was big game.
Super monumental, man. Hip hop's growing up.
Man, that's what
I forgot he was dropping a lot of shit in there. I forgot he did so much. One of the first record labels put on Trick Daddy. He mentioned Pitbull. He mentioned a lot, man. And his head seems in a really right space. He knows the game. And I think, rest in peace to Heavy D. I wish he was here because I feel like he'd have went to the same route. And I think other artists going to follow that have a head on their shoulders. They'll be able to do that. So it's much needed. We see where we at right now. I'm rooting for Mexico, to win the whole thing. I was telling some Mexican brother last night, I said, yo, I hope Mexico kicks U.S. ass and everybody else because they're being oppressed. It got to stop. And it ain't going to be nobody but us who rise up and root and vote for the right people to put policies in place to protect citizens and not just protect them, advance them. You know what I mean? I'm listening to what he was talking about with the ports. I'm like, damn, I never, we don't even have that discussion about can the ports be expanded for us to now bring in products from our places or through our connections and all these other opportunities. I'm like, damn, if hip hop has remixed everything from we have turned over the course of the last 50, 60 years, everything we've touched, we've remixed and made into money. Imagine what happens when we start to remix policy, and everything else that has to do with making these cities and states, countries, districts better. I just think that it was monumental to have him on, and he just dropped a lot of game.
Yeah. No, I think too. I mean, think of it like you said, hip hop being around, 50, almost 60 years, and America itself is getting ready to celebrate its 250th year. Just think about the reach. Even just look at the soccer right now and just the world feel right now. You know what I mean? So there's no reason that these ports should not be open to these other spaces. There's no reason whatsoever. But again, it all comes down to government and corporate control. You know what I mean? And the scary part for them is they realize people are wising up. Like you said, hip hop is growing up. You know what I mean? What I really took away from the conversation with Luke is, again, he looks at it just because he's come from big money for so long. He looks at $170,000 salary like it's small. You know what I'm saying? Like any one of us would want that salary right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 170K a year. You know what I mean? But he's gonna put his career on the back burner to do this. You know what I mean? And like you can tell he's starting to talk like a politician, which I'm not mad at because he's saying things that are still favorable for us. And there's gonna be things that, of course, we're gonna question, moves that are gonna be made that we're gonna be like, is this for his initiative or whatever. But I think all in all, like, because he's seen the world and he's done so much and has been outright screwed in his own contracts. Like he knows what a lot of these artists are getting fucked for lack of a better word. Like just think about like the Chapter 11 thing. That's game. You know what I mean? People are scared of the word bankruptcy in their you know what I mean? That's game. I filed a Chapter 11. I restarted my life. Shit, 17 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to do it now. Fuck
bro. That's the thing about it. Like where people don't understand the differences in the chapters, because Chapter 7, bankrupt, they're gonna take all your shit. Chapter 11, clean slate, and you get to hang on to certain assets. You know what I'm saying? So that Chapter 11 is crazy. You know what I mean? And after 10 years, it's like it never happened. You know what I mean? So, if anybody's in some deep credit shit, it's definitely worth looking into. And I never thought about it in the comparison to the music game and the idea that Chapter 11 will get you out that contract. That's fucking big game. Big game. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Lee, what's happening, Mr. Lee? You better not pivot on me neither, goddammit. We're having a good conversation. Mr. Lee, go tell me, I just want to introduce so-and-so from on the call. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I was just listening. When I kind of got in late, I just had a question for Luke, but it was all right.
All right, yeah, my bad. I was trying to get to everybody in the order.
Yeah,
What's up, Remo?
I think this was the perfect day, man, because we were started off the day talking about controversial situations and songs and stuff. Mr. Controversial himself. Right?
Like the first one, the real one. You know what I'm saying?
It goes to show you that the path you pave is going to be your own, right? He started out one way, right? Change, all the stuff he fought for. Changed right in front of our eyes. He was the fishbowl for us to watch him go through all the stuff he went through and win and fight for our rights. Like he said, he was the guy that put the parental sticker on the CDs, right? If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have it, right? How big is that, right? And then just, for us who's getting up in age, this is our Reagan, right? This is our Sonny Bono. This is what it's supposed to happen, right? Because this is the culture that moves the world. So it's only right from people from our culture who we actually knew was there to be representing everything that we believe in.
Without a doubt. I mean, that's why I say Big Red even saying go for president. That shit ain't far fetched. It might not be maybe 2028, but you can't tell me 2032 it couldn't be far fetched.
Big fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, especially when if he gets in, God willing, and starts getting his feet wet in the real politics of it all, you know what I'm saying? Like that could be big. That could be big, 100%. So, what up, Big Red? You on mute, brother?
Check. Can y'all hear me?
There you go.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm like, as far as everything, like I'm glad that, like y'all said, the whole conversation went full circle. As far as like his controversy, as far as like saying whatever you want to say on the album, he's the one who made it possible for people to say what they want to say on the album. And me going back to school, I wanted to say, but my phone died. But it's the fact of I had to research him going to Supreme Court and fighting for that act that he started. You know what I mean? For him to go 3 times, he had to go to court 3 times to do that. To fight against, God dang it, it was the Pretty Woman. You know what I'm saying? That was the one that he had to fight. That was the biggest one for the Pretty Woman song sample. But it was a parody, you know what I mean? And he won for that one. So it's just the fact of you want to say what you want to say, and it felt for freedom of speech, that you want to say how you want to say it and to be explicit with it, you know what I mean? I don't mind what any artist want to say on their mind, and just like everybody said, like with Young Miami, what she's saying, how she want to say it, I want her to say what she want to say. I don't care, but it's just that everybody got to realize that censorship has dropped down. Everybody got to understand that, because remember, people couldn't say "son of a bitch" on TV at all. It dropped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you can even say shit now. I think you can get away.
Yeah,
with
you
shit
can
now.
say shit now.
You can damn near say everything but the F word.
Right, right. So censorship has dropped now. Everybody got to understand it. You couldn't even see 2 men kiss on TV, 2 women kiss on TV. So now you seeing a lot more, you know what I'm saying, on TV, a lot more on radio. So everyone, that's the time that we're living in now. So, everybody just got to realize that, what we was dealing with back in the past is gone. You know what I'm saying? You have to monitor your kids. That's all it is. In other words, monitor your kids. That's all we got to say.
Kids.
Yeah, that's it. Monitor your kids. What it is, it's out there now. You know what I mean? So hey, we can't let them do, because it was out there when we was out there. You know what I mean? Somebody slid you that mixtape, somebody slid you that CD. Your mama didn't go to that store and bought that for you. Your partner gave it to you. Somebody else gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? So same way right now, kids going on YouTube and grabbing stuff right now. Hey, you just gotta monitor. That's it, man. I can't now look, make your what they say, do you boo-boo. So that's all we gotta do.
I think though the other crazy part, there's censorship in another way now with the algorithm, right? Because that algorithm can cut your ass off now. If you're doing too much in a certain thing that they don't agree with, they will shadow ban you. I keep hearing fools lose access to the account. So there's a different censorship going on now that we have to I'm sure he's going to fight for that too, because again, that algorithm is mad controlled. I've
been hit with that one. I actually made a AI song called "She Walked Presidential," and I took clips from everyone. It's already on YouTube. I took clips from everybody else's and I put it out there. They was like, "Wait a minute, that's too explicit." I'm like, "But this is already on YouTube." And they was like, it's like the clips that I grabbed were just women in the strip club. And I'm like, but this is what's already on YouTube. So how y'all hit me with it? And so I said, I get it. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. You know
what about Facebook jail?
Yeah, right. Facebook jail. Yeah. I just put a reel up today that it told me, this music is censored or blocked in certain countries. So it's not gonna be heard or something like that in some places.
Yep.
Okay, you know what I mean. So that's why I say that's the new form of censorship that we got to be definitely paying attention to heavy. What's up, Mr. Kermit?
Yeah, I just want to say this. Of course, I could have said a whole lot more, right? But I'm always careful what I say on these calls that I don't want to scare nobody or say nothing that's crazy. But I actually remember a situation in Atlanta when when Death Row was there at the Sheraton Hotel downtown, and it was an incident between Death Row and Luke's people. I think that Death Row had the chest pump situation, and they was Death Row, and wasn't nobody else nobody, and they fooled around, and found out. Sorry about that. Somebody called me. They fooled around and found out that Luke ain't to be played with. I just put it that way. And I have a lot of stories similar to that. Like you heard DJ Quick last week talking about after I had met him at the Stover's Hotel out by the airport in L.A. that he said, quote, Ice Cube and them tore the hotel up the next day. So yeah, I know about all them kind of stories. And Gavin magazine and the Gavin Report magazine conference and stuff was normally the next week after Urban Network conference. So I would come to LA, boom, that week, and then the next week I'm going to San Francisco. In the meantime, I'm visiting radio station, retail stores, and all of that. But yeah, I just kept it short because I know a lot of people want to talk and stuff. And I know some people will be long-winded, so I'll try to keep my stuff short and to the point. But I got a bunch of Luke stories I could tell. And I'm back on mute. Thank you, sir.
What's up, Mr. Funky Skunk?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, now that Kermit just brought that up, I think I could be mistaken, but that's what shut the Jack the Rapper down. I believe in Atlanta, because they tore the place up, tore the spot.
That was Death Row, and that was in Orlando. I was there. I was there, okay. Paul. It was so bad that the people at work at the hotel quit and left, and the people that was in the hotel rooms like me was on their own, had to get out of there for the safety of themselves. Nobody was there, police or nobody could help you get out. And I'm trying to escape with a bunch of luggage and
I stand correct. And all that. Yeah. I stand corrected, Kermit. Thank you, because you the old one that's been through all of this. But anyway, now I'm just messing with you. Anyway, but look, here's what I wanted to say. Back in the 80s, y'all brought it up about Luke. I actually, on some of the gangster rap CDs that I was making independently, I actually photoshopped their explicit lyric content thing and put it on my CD. So, he was definitely the original when I grabbed that stuff off of. I'm talking about back in 80, 88, 87, you know what I'm saying? The straight stole it, the little sticker there right there. So shout out to Luke for that too. Plus I contributed to the campaign, no doubt. Everybody contributed to my man's Luther Campbell for Congress.com.
Yeah, and Skunk, keep putting your website in the chat too, so it stay in the feed.
Yes, sir.
So we can peep game too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I think for many of us on this call, we remember the explicit thing. That was a big deal. That was a big deal at the time because, that was still when record stores was a thing. You know what I mean? So it was like, and if you remember those people was having big campaigns and putting the CDs all out and running them over in the bulldozers and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big deal. That was definitely a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And so again, Luke ain't new to this. So I'm excited to see what he is going to what he's going to be doing in there. You just hope that the government and the politics or whatever don't sway him from what he's trying to do. You know what I mean?
I hope we live to see the first rapper or first artist that be a president of the state.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I hope we live to see that.
It really could happen. I mean, presidency, but even just senators, and Congress people seems like it's going. It could happen, man, very quickly, man. I'll be honest with you, because people are waking up and they're seeing things that we have not collectively. We may think a lot, but we're not talking a lot about this stuff. But it's starting to happen, and that's all it takes is for cats to get together and be like, you know what, we're gonna get these cats here to vote for us. But once you get in on even a local level, man, you got access to money. You got access to a lot just in your town. there's budgets there for you to do stuff to help the town and do. People have been doing it for years. We're the only ones that don't think to do it.
So who's the first artist that's in? Is it Do It All Kelly or is somebody before him? Do y'all know?
Oh, but Do It All is active.
Yeah, I know. But I'm
He's
asking, is he the first or is there somebody before him? Do y'all know of? Anybody can tell me that's in office, that ever been in any kind of office, as in from an artist to the
gotta
office?
look it up because I don't know, man.
I only think of I can only think of the actors. You know what I mean? The actors that's been. I mean, and that's why when Luke was talking about, he's already developed his brand. Let's be honest. That's the only reason this bozo's in the office now. He ain't nothing but a reality TV star. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, of course he had the dollars back in the day, blase, blase. But again, in this popularity contest, that's why he got in there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me someone with some, and what I think is furthermore even more important is like, again, God willing, Luke gets in, he's gonna put it down for his district. Somebody from another district is gonna get inspired by him. Somebody from another district is gonna get inspired by him, and he's gonna be able to share the game. You know what I mean? Like, look, this is how we do it. This is how I did it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, you got to feel inspired today. You got to feel inspired today. You know what I mean? There was a lot of game and just a lot of, you know how we've been talking on these calls that we just have been feeling so hopeless for so long with this fucking Cheeto head. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a big element of hope today. A big element of hope today. So I feel it.
I just want to say one thing on the heels of what you're saying. Yes, we have been feeling hopeless, and I'm just like, there's other artists that I'd like to see. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, MC Hammer's one of those guys that in the Bay Area has enough respect from people his age, maybe a little older and a little younger, that could potentially win a seat in that district, like as a councilman or a congressman or a senator. Like, there are people who have had that much popularity. They have stayed relatively clean, and they're smart, that if they chose to do it, it would be great for us. And I just hope more people step into the role, because that hopelessness will go away when he says, you know what, I need a new, director of entertainment or whatever. These are jobs that get created that we could all have and still be doing what we do. So I'll land there.
Word. Good
Amen.
shit. Yeah. Play a record. Check it out. All right, Big Death Row. Corrupt, Charlie Be Real, Snoop Dogg, produced by Battle Cat, of course. Sneak Attack, the name of that one. And before that, we had the gang, WGO with Eric Sermon. That chill sample, super hard as always. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, some West Coast flavor. I know YG dropped a new album too. A lot of new music coming out all the time, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all watching this soccer? Y'all peeping this out at all? What you thinking, Funky Skunk? What you thinking?
I just wanted to give flowers to that EPMD that you got to chill, to the legendary Roger Troutman and Kool in the Game for that Jungle Boogie zap. That's that Midwest, you know what I'm saying? But it's on the best coast. I mean, come on. You already know California love.
Yeah. Where you at, Skunk?
I'm in the Midwest in the Circle City, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. I'm on the in between Ohio, Michigan, Illinois. We right in the hood. We got it all. We caught it all. We went around all the way around. Putting tracks on everybody's stuff. Going back in the day, analog all the way up to the MP3.
That's right. What's the soccer buzz out in the cities? Is it busy out there in New York City?
Okay, I'm in the Circle City, but no.
You talking about Indianapolis?
Yeah, Indianapolis. We don't have it here right now. I don't know why it didn't come to the Lucas Oil Stadium, but
Is people outside? Is people outside watching it though? Is it
watching
going
it?
crazy?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right.
Real talk.
It's
Is
shut
big
down
idea in New
Saturday.
York City? Yeah.
They take over Times Square with it. It's so many people here visiting from other places. It's like there's a lot of international visitors, which is dope. But you know, the funny thing is that in the beginning, I felt like a lot of brothers wasn't really fucking with soccer because they were still on a basketball high. I'm gonna keep it real. But now I see, like, even myself, I'm watching these games, man. I'm watching these games. Last night I watched the game, Mexico versus Portugal. That was dope. I mean, Mexico versus Ecuador. That was a good game. I watched Amsterdam when they lost against who they got beat by? Oh, Morocco.
Oh no, that was the Netherlands. That was the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Netherlands lost.
not Amsterdam. The Netherlands, when they lost that game, that shootout was crazy. So it's getting more popular, man, because you know, brothers be trying to front, but we ain't gonna be sitting home watching
sport. Ultimate contact sport, man. It's hard.
Yeah, not watching you know, Captain America on TNT every night. Fuck that. We're gonna start watching some sports, and I think that cats got the buzz because I'm watching cats. I'm seeing what's going on. People's talking about the sports, so it's great, man. It's good. It's a good look. It's a great look, man. Really.
Yeah. So where I stay, y'all, it's a place called Chula Vista, in San Diego, but it's 10 minutes from the border. So right now, when Mexico's up, this becomes Chulawana. This city go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So the Chula Vista get gone and it's Chulawana. Mexico invade the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's up crazy. You know what I mean?
Chulawana, that's crazy word.
It's real though. They did a showing. They did a showing of the game the other night on 3rd Avenue down here. 6,000 people easy in the streets. You know what I mean?
Is it at the SoFi out there?
No, SoFi's in LA, but yes, they are playing games at SoFi.
Right.
They're playing games in Levi Stadium in San Francisco. So California's got a lot of representation for the soccer.
No doubt.
Any games in San Diego?
No, nothing in San Diego itself. No.
Okay.
But I did hear when the Olympics hit in LA, they are going to be playing some of the Olympic soccer games out our way in 2028. So, but they in Massachusetts, right? Didn't I hear they was in Massachusetts? See, they playing in Massachusetts.
I don't know, man. I know it's
they playing in Boston because remember they ran out of beer when Ireland was out there.
Oh wow!
I do remember that. I do. Wow. That was a big deal. That was a big deal.
Was a big thing. They ran out of beer. They was like they didn't think that it was gonna happen. The one
and
particular
then
beer
the fact, and then the fact that Boston is where Sam Adams is made.
Yeah.
So it's like you literally have the beer manufacturing plant up the street, and y'all ran out of beer.
Unacceptable. I'm gonna keep it real though. That Guinness be running out. That Guinness be running out, man. Motherfuckers love us some Guinness. I ain't gonna front. That shit goes hard.
So y'all remember back during the finals when everybody was out in the streets of New York going crazy and shit, and I said everybody saying that New Yorkers are out of pocket when all they doing is acting like soccer fans. And niggas was like, nah, you can't say that because soccer ain't the same. Political climate and this, that, and the third has shit to do with it. And it doesn't. And then if you saw the reaction of the people in Mexico City after they won yesterday, and it's like they didn't win a championship. They just advanced to the round and they shooting off fireworks in the street. And it's like, bruh, like soccer is a completely different thing. And us as Americans, as a collective whole, we think that we're the center of the world and everything that we do is great. And everything that we do is this, that, and the third. And it's like, there's a bigger, broader world out here when it comes to sports, when it comes to history, when it comes to music, when it comes to women, when it comes to everything. And so bringing this in is now making people see, like you said, oh, wow, da-da-da-da. If to be honest, if the World Cup was not in America right now, I'm not saying a lot of people wouldn't be watching, because like you said, people go watch, but I don't think Americans would be as tuned in if it wasn't on our soil. And this is an opportunity for people to try to wake the fuck up and say, hey, let me experience something new. Let me go and experience something different.
So the only pushback I want to have for you, Bionic, about that game yesterday for Mexico is they broke a 40-year curse. That's the first time they've won in the round of 32. So that's
just like New York.
That's why that was such a big deal yesterday.
But that's no different than the New York 53-year curse.
No, but I'm just pointing out that's why it was a big deal yesterday.
Yeah. And so but like I said, I made those comparisons and I was told, nah, you can't make those comparisons. I'm like, yes, you can. You have to look at the bigger picture of things. But if you're not aware or you don't know or don't have any insight because you don't watch soccer, then you wouldn't know that. But you don't even have to watch soccer to know, like, dude, it'd be so many people in soccer stadiums, the daggone bleachers be collapsing. Like these things happen.
What I trip even furthermore, if you're watching these games in the different areas that they are, the representation from the countries that is in these stands, these motherfuckers is traveling. They are traveling, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You got cats from Ecuador, deep in Monterrey, Mexico last night. You know what I mean? You had with the next games in Toronto, because I think that Morocco. So Morocco's playing Canada in Toronto on Saturday. But all these countries is traveling crazy. This is their Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
There was a guy that he ran out of PTO. Like he's out here. I forget what country he's from, and he ran out of PTO and was like, I can't go back because we still playing. Like, so I hope I have a job. Please save my job. Like, it's real, yo. And the fact that and you say it's the Super Bowl, it is, but it ain't either because it's every 4 years like the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more serious. It's a little bit, this ain't an annual thing.
Yeah, man. Let's play a record and then we'll get back into this, y'all. Check this one out.
This is some message in a candy. See, a lot of people heard, and that'd be my only problem with some of the new, for even y'all's boy J. Cole, is they will curse, but they do that because that's the only way you gonna listen. So it's like an inflection. It's like, if I don't say this, it's not gonna hit. But as I was listening to him, I was like, I see what he's saying here, So I didn't realize that project, it came out back in March, and it's called Untitled. And I had played another track, Who Am I, in here. But it's a dope project. Y'all get a chance to hear it. It's like maybe 12 songs on there. It's called Untitled. Marcus Clay in Illmind.
Very dope. And before that, we had DJ Drizzle with Good Looking G Blanco Bougie Twerk. You know what I mean? As we say, Bionic, right? We got to have the balance. The balance is here. What up, Big Red? I don't know if he dipped out. I know he might have had his hand. What's up, Mr. Lee?
My bad, man. I'm over here with my grandbaby. Now it was earlier. I was trying to tie into what we was talking about. My grandbaby made me lose my train of thought, man. We was dang, played the music and the music. Sheesh. Dang, gotta run it back. Man, what was we talking about?
Figure it out. Again.
All right, go ahead. Go on, run it back, man. Y'all keep it moving.
Yeah. So as I put in the chat, a lot of moves being made around the NBA. Jaylen Brown is now officially a Philadelphia 76er.
Yeah.
In a trade for Paul George and 4 picks.
Well, all I can say on that note is that Boston is in a setback. And the Mavericks, we still in a setback. So
yeah.
I don't feel bad now.
But you got a new coach, right? Didn't the Mavericks get a new coach?
We got a new coach, new GM, It's a new player. So again, we look like the Dallas Mavericks of 1996. So when we first got uh Nowinski, that's what we look like right about now. So we had Dirk Nowinski, we had Steve Nash, we had that's what we look like right about now. So we had some we had some Hall of Famers. They was all fresh through trades and drafts and new GMs, so hopefully they get it together and they trying to see if they can get Kawhi. Cause the GM was from
No,
Toronto.
Kawhi already went to the Raptors.
He gone.
Yeah, he back with the Raptors.
So it did go through. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They cashed the check. God dang it. All right. So hey, it was all a dream. Used to read up. Yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is. So, Mavs, we still, hey, we back in 1996. We good. We on the outside.
All right. So yeah, they stack it. They trying to stack that East. They trying to stack that East.
Oh my God. Not just the East, the Atlantic East. Our division is going crazy. First you had Kawhi go back to Toronto.
Yep.
Then you had Mitchell Robinson go to Boston today. Then you got this trade, which is a big trade. I mean, I think the 76ers look good.
Yes.
I don't know about Boston. They seem a little, it's a lot of picks, man.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a play for 28 though. You know what I'm saying? Because this draft is already over. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but Boston made it be known Tatum is their guy. So they're lining up all their ducks.
So what's funny is that about that is why is Tatum their guy? Because if you look at Jaylen Brown versus Tatum, Jaylen Brown held that team on his back when Tatum was hurt. Jaylen Brown's the one that was MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. Jaylen Brown was the one that was the MVP of the finals. Why are y'all hanging your hat on the number 2 guy?
There's been a lot of conversation though about because he's a very intelligent dude, and it's been interesting to see
he's got a rocket science degree or something.
Yeah, so like I said, it's been very interesting to see all the different narratives that while he's not a problem, he's a problem as he questions the system. You know what I'm saying? He's the one you seen him, and I really hope him and Stephen A go at it. He's already issued the challenge and said, look, let's have a live stream discussion and we will debate all this out. You know what I mean? And Stephen A hasn't answered the call yet, but Jaylen Brown put the energy out there already. So,
and it's crazy too, because it's like Jaylen Brown, like they say he's a problem, but he's not, but he is, but he's not. But it's like, we ain't seen it. Like the public ain't seen it.
Yeah.
For real. It ain't like he Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? So that's just wild, man. But hey, whatever. More power to Boston. I don't like them motherfuckers knowing.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Fuck Boston. The question, listen, everybody waiting too. Where LeBron gonna end at?
Everybody waiting because they trying to figure out what jerseys they gonna get.
Yeah.
But you saw the bullshit he said, and then you saw the bullshit he did, right? So
What'd he do?
Are we moving to LeBron? Because I want to say something about Jaylen.
Go ahead. Get your Jaylen Brown off there. Get your Jaylen Brown.
All right. All right. I agree. Why is Jaylen Brown considered the number 2 when he was the Finals MVP? He was clearly an outstanding All-Star. And the beginning of that shit started with the Olympic team. Yep. That's where it started. Because remember, they just won a championship and he was on the roster, and then they omitted him from the roster. And apparently it was because of his religion. And
Jaylen
that
Brown?
is where he's a Muslim. He's Muslim. And apparently, because he's intelligent, but he's not like a pick-me guy. He's not like, yo, I'm gonna bow down to you type of guy. It started there. And I think that from that time, the Celtics feel like he's just he's just too strong-minded for them. That's what I think. He's not a pick-me. As you see, he says what's on his mind. He's not disrespectful. He's intelligent about it. But I'm saying that because of his religious beliefs, he didn't play for Team USA, which is whack. And I think it's carried into all of this shit because if I'm building a franchise, I'm going with him over Tatum. No disrespect to Tatum. They can both ball. But I see a little bit more oomph and go get it. And he has a little bit more of that Kobe killer in him to me. So that's just me. So I just want to say that about him. I think that he's going to have it out for the Boston Celtics when this season. This season's going to be a hell of a good season to watch.
It is. I mean, these trades are not done. Like, we're gonna see other shit shake up before. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna let it go from there. I know he's going into LeBron news. I don't know, Mike wants to say something, but go ahead.
Well, I wanted to comment real quick too on what you're talking about, Jaylen Brown, because it's almost similar to the shit with Uncle Luke, right? Because Jaylen Brown, aside from religious beliefs, has been very adamant about trying to get outside and teach financial literacy to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and you notice these, again, we talk censorship, but we talk just this form of fucking trying to keep a motherfucker low down, or like you said, you're not the one because you want to question things or whatever. It's the whole shut up and dribble thing, right? It's the whole shut up and dribble thing. But remember, what was the thing he threw? They tried to come and shut down his party. It wasn't a party. He threw a seminar at a mansion, and police came and shut it down. When he's just trying to give game, it was all around financial literacy. And it just you look at over time and in history, motherfuckers who question things and motherfuckers who are trying to give up too much game, they get a big target on their back. Big target on their back. You know what I mean?
What city was that event in? Just curious.
I want to say it was LA, bro. There was something going on outside of it, and he used the people that was all in town to have this conference. But like I said, it was like at a mansion or something, and they came and shut it down. And it was like, it wasn't a party. It just was it was hella people there, but it wasn't a party. He used it to do it like a seminar and a conference. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Mr. Lee, my bad, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, bro. Then well, a couple things is since they got Ja Morant out of Memphis, and they finna somebody in Nashville finna buy the Memphis Grizzlies. They finna move them to Nashville.
Wait, so Memphis about to lose the Grizzlies?
They not moving them.
Yeah.
They not moving them to Nashville, bro. And the main reason why I say they're not gonna move them, the main reason why I say they're not really gonna move them to Nashville and it's gonna be fucked up is because ain't enough black people to displace in Nashville for them to build for them to put the stadium. Like, everywhere there is, they got to displace black folk to build the stadium or to build, the complex or whatever the case may be. Ain't enough black people to displace in Nashville to do that. And the white folk ain't gonna let it happen.
Yeah, with Jaylen Brown doing this thing, so we go see. Then and they talking about Anthony Davis and LeBron going to Golden State. And
well, they already the Wizards already said they're not letting go of AD, so he's staying there. So that's gonna be a crazy trio, because you got the Bonsa kid who just got drafted number 1, him and AD, and what's the young guard?
Trae Young.
Trae Young. Yeah. So that's gonna be an interesting trio. Even for Philly, what's that other guard's name who goes off? That's gonna be a dope tandem.
Stephen Maxey.
Yeah.
Maxey. Yeah. Stephen Maxey from out here, man. Stephen Maxey from Dallas.
Nobody care about that, Mr. Lee.
But
right now.
But
that's Tyrese. That's give my cousin name right. That's
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese, yeah.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey. Are we talking about Philly or Washington?
No, Philly. I was saying because Jaylen Brown going to Philly. That's a dope tandem over there. You know what I mean?
They got better. They got better.
I mean, that's gonna alleviate what's his name too. That's gonna alleviate big man. Because he always hurt.
Yeah.
That's gonna take some pressure off of him. So Philly might be nice next year. Like I said,
Philly's
it's gonna be
always
some.
nice until Embiid gets hurt. So
Yeah,
you
true
know,
that. True that. But maybe this,
just
like I
like with
said, this will take that off. This will take that off of.
Washington, it's like, and you know, it's one of the things of like wear and tear type shit, you know. But if everybody ain't on the court together, or you know, you gotta have that chemistry, and chemistry, like, you know, if somebody goes down, like where's the chemistry gonna hit? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I say, even with Washington's gonna be cool until about halfway through the season.
Yeah, AD brittle, AD mad brittle. I was,
I mean,
I never was a
Trey
believer in
ain't,
AD.
Trey ain't hitting like that either. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So, and then you know the
That
whole thing.
DeBonza kid is good. Like he
He
might
is.
be the dude to come in. You know what I mean? Like bring the young.
He is. He's good, but again, we shall see.
Yep, yep.
And then you
What up,
know,
B?
like they talking about the Golden State thing with LeBron. Somebody said if LeBron does go, they go be the Golden State Warriors.
The oldest State Warrior. I mean, listen. I think if so. One, I was hoping the Lakers were going to make a play for Jaylen Brown. And I would have liked to see him in L.A. And let this Braun era be over. I think if you look at a championship ready team like that can make a run, he's better to go back to Cleveland. Go. I mean, that script writes itself.
I agree.
Go out your final year, and you get a ring.
I agree. I don't see Cleveland as the right market though, because he's still trying to be the super businessman. Like he's trying to wear too many hats, in my opinion, right? So it's like him staying in California would be the max play for you know, like setting up his estate, blah blah blah, as if his estate ain't already set up. You know what I mean? But I think he's trying to wear too many hats. He's trying to be a championship contender and keep his production company going and do this and do that. And it's like, dude, you got to pick something. You got to pick one thing and stick with it. But you know, the move he made in LA was sneaky as hell. You know, go ahead and cue the Young Miami song, to where he waited until Bronny's contract was guaranteed. And then he said, I'm not coming back, versus saying, I'm not coming back. And then, you know what I'm saying, Bronny's contract, then they, you know, let Bronny go. So he kind of finessed them in that way. But then he came back and said, oh, I was disrespected with the amount of money they were willing to offer me because they offered Kobe XYZ. Motherfucker, you're not Kobe.
You're not Kobe. You're not Kobe.
Like,
you are not Kobe.
like, shut your ass up, man. You're not fucking Kobe, bro. Like,
I'm gonna repeat, nigga, you ain't Kobe, dog. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
See this game, they were showing an old US Team USA game versus, you know, blue versus white. And it was like I think the first time they ever showed a scrimmage game live, you know, for the Kobe 8, man.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant is a one of one, man. He was that's what I'm saying. There's levels to this shit, man. And that's why I would take Jaylen Brown, because he got more killer. All right, sorry, I digress.
No, that's all good. Like I said, even in one of those, I think one of the more videos too, like Kobe put him up, so you ain't scored. You know what I mean? And LeBron didn't want to smoke. You know, so yeah.
Or in the All-Star game when he told him to come check him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
he didn't want to smoke. He don't want to smoke.
Oh, he did him dirty in that All-Star game. He told him, "No, come on out here, and just kept taking him to the hole. Like, oh, come on, LeBron.
All I'm saying is, if that was the great Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Nick would have been checked at the court at half court. Nick, what you talking about?
So what we doing?
And he would have
gave
you 45.
I would have stepped to him. I give Mike.
He would have stepped to him and gave him 45 on the way out the door.
I don't know. I think Kobe in his prime, he was a killer, man.
Man, Kobe is carbon copy Michael Jordan. See, stop playing with me.
Well, the main point is Kobe wouldn't have backed down. Jordan wouldn't have backed down.
Jordan
Whoever would have won would have
down.
won, but neither one of them would have backed down. But guess who did back down now?
We ain't got to say nothing. This y'all go. This is y'all go.
That's y'all go.
Man,
I get into it. I get into it heavy with my sons all the time over this shit.
turn this man to a gyro, man. Get him out of here, dog. This your goat. Get out of here, bro.
All I know is like my lady's from Vallejo, out the Bay Area. She said if LeBron go to the Warriors, she's boycotting the Warriors till he retire. You know what I mean?
That's messed up.
She don't fuck with him.
He can't even win fans to win, like at all, bro. Like Buddy is just that's messed up.
There's a meme going around of Shannon Sharp sitting on a couch in like multiple different color suits, where it's like LeBron James fans patiently waiting to figure out what team they rooting for next year.
Yep. I'll be honest with you. Within the Laker gang, they're happy to see him gone. Like, he was like, cool, we got the little COVID chip, but he ain't a Laker. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro,
I'll be damned if he get a statue, any of that, none of that.
My brother been saying that. My brother was like, "Yo, like when he signed, I was like, whatever. You're not a Laker." And then he's been saying like, "I'll be glad when he's gone." So when it happened, he was like, "Bet," and he said the same thing. All right, we got that chip, but good riddance.
Yep. Hey, Bionic, I got you.
Because now somebody referred to the Lakers as the Snowtime Lakers.
Oh yeah, because they putting all their money on 3 white boys.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all give me anxiety not letting Big Red go, man. Like Big Red, man, get off. I'm over here. I'm anxious, dog. Come on.
We in free talk now. You know what I mean? The structure has gone away.
Okay,
Structure's gone away.
Structure's gone now. No, but appreciate that, Quantum. I was just trying to weigh in with the LeBron situation. So I mean,
they said he going to Dallas, Big Red. They said he going to Dallas. What you doing?
No, he's not coming to Dallas. I mean, he said championship situation. If he comes to Dallas, he's just trying to get a paycheck, and they just trying to overpay somebody just to be the face of the NBA. That's all they trying to do. He better outstand in LA just to get a check. You know what I mean? But from what I've heard, what they're saying, if he do stay in LA, it's a sign and trade deal. So basically, what LA would do is do a sign and trade deal with either Miami or with Miami or with Golden State. Those are the only 2 places that he will probably do a sign and trade deal with. So LA can get some out of it, Miami will get some out of it, or either or the Golden State would get some out of it. But I don't see Golden State really doing something as far as going to the finals, but I would see Cleveland having a better chance and Miami having a better chance of making it to the finals. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Now the Knicks might put together again, make another
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop it. No.
They might.
No.
Because everybody talking the Knicks taking pay cuts. Them dudes said we trying to stay together. We taking pay cuts. So they trying to structure. People trying to say we want to keep this nucleus together.
We just let one of our biggest tools go away. I don't understand why I don't like this guy Dolan something else, man. I'm like,
who'd you let go? Who'd you let go?
Well, we let him get signed by Boston, Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
I thought everybody talking about staying together. My bad.
Right. So my problem with that is like, is this because they don't want to go see Trump? Because they feel like some old.
Nah, you know what that is. They have to. Y'all got to put Madison Square Garden. I heard is up for contract next year. And that fool's not trying to pay for that. That's what I heard. That was even before the finals was done.
You gonna move the Knicks out of the Garden, and you get killed, man.
No, I think he's trying to not pay for the players because they're going to be paying for the Garden. That's what I'm saying. Like he got money. I think he's doing it something cheap. They were talking about this before the finals were even done. But I didn't know Mitchell Robinson had left though.
Yeah, that shit went down earlier today. And everybody's tight about it, including me. Well, I'm like, yo, run your shit back.
Oh, he was big in the finals. He was big in the finals.
That's crazy. I didn't think they let that joker walk.
I didn't think anybody was gonna go like that.
Yeah, they were trying to keep everybody together on Good Morning America. They was like, we keeping it all together.
He's a little expendable, dog. He's a little expendable. Like,
I get it.
Once you start getting into like, some of the other, that's when y'all got a problem. Look, when the Rockets won that first year against the Knicks, you know, no pun intended. You know, the next year they broke that team up, even though we was able to win, but they broke that team up just to try and get Drexler. And then the next year, broke the team up completely, try to get Barkley, who ain't do shit. I don't know why these teams be doing that.
I understand how you feel, CL. You know the Bears got rid of DJ Moore.
Yeah, man.
And that dude he gave us everything last year. You know, all them game winning catches he caught, all them yards he put up in, they got rid of him.
Every
So
year
yeah,
they
I
switch
know
up
how I
teams.
feel.
But if you look at the good teams, the good teams have continuity, which that means they keep their main squads together. Basically, like look at OKC, they keep that
Good
shit
point.
together. I mean, and the Spurs is trying to do that too, man. They're trying to keep their shit together. You know, that's how you get a team to play together. Is they got to be together for a little while, man. You just can't instantly construct a team and say, oh, okay, on paper he does this, but on paper, you know, on paper we should have been the champs, but we didn't. You know, we didn't come through. So paper don't mean shit sometimes.
That's what I say about the damn that Dallas Cowboys. They saying we look good on paper. I don't think they're gonna do that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, remember when all that shit was going down with the Cavs? It was said, if you look at the analytics, we won.
Hot out
The analytics.
Man,
All right,
he
my
was
nigga.
going overboard with that shit though, man. The
It was
analytics.
hilarious.
He was way overboard. I mean, you can look at some of the analytics, but yeah, that's why they play the game. I mean, if you're just going to use the analytics, don't even play anymore. Just let some AI machine, because AI predicted the outcome too. So even AI was wrong about it. So you got to play the game. That's why they play the game, man.
All right, well, let's play a joint. Let's play a joint. Bionic, by the way, I got your email. It's asking me to request permission to get it. So check your email and we'll run it before we get about it.
Let's get it. Sweet days of summer. That's what we all live for. Sunshine and good times. Could ask for more. Sweet days of summer. Don't pass too quick. Take in the moments. It feels good, don't it? The days are a little brighter. The breeze feels oh so sweet.
All right, y'all. That was Mr. A.Y. Lee, better known to us as Bionic. The sweet days of summer, as we are officially now in summer, no doubt. We want to thank you yet again for tapping in for another wonderful Digiwaxx New Music Wednesday. Big ups to the one and only Uncle Luther Campbell. Big game today, big gems. Make sure y'all stay up on that site, LutherCampbellForCongress.com. If you can help out, play your part. Very dope. Hip hop is growing up, yo. Hip hop is growing up. I'm here for it, 100%. You know what I mean? A couple other joints right there. We had Rhapsody. God Got an Afro. New Snoop Dogg, which specifically was a Digiwaxx exclusive right there. Shouts out to Big Swerve. Literally came through the email inbox today. So you can find that one up on Digiwaxx.com as well. That was the song I Lied to You. But always a pleasure to rock with you, fellas. What we doing for the 4th? Is we queuing up? Is we barbecuing? What we doing? What we doing?
Well, real quick, just on the music. Bionic, what was you playing underneath that song you just played? You playing something from Houston?
You know good and damn well what I was playing underneath that thing.
June 27th. I heard that shit.
That's when I recorded it.
Okay. All right. I heard it. That's why I was like, all right, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I got you. No, that shit was cool. That shit was cool. Also, if we ever get Rhapsody on here, I'm gonna have to light her up like I did Bionic. Because I need to know why she's not putting out DJ packs, but we'll talk to her about that, because that's the last 2 releases she's been doing that, and I'm not really understanding what's going on. So, but we'll talk to her about that one day.
That is a good question, because I don't even see her on the pools. You know what I'm saying? Can't get them records on the pools.
Yeah, I'm a do something for Digiwaxx, but she not putting. Even last year, we had to get her to put the last album she put out. We had to get her to send some stuff and put some stuff together, and I'm not. That song needs to be in DJ's hands. So we'll find out.
I mean, here's a wild thought though, Quantum. Buy the music, buy the album. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that is true.
It's a wild thought, Quantum, but
But here's the thing. It's
they put out a couple of singles. Quantum, I think they put out because I know D the Weatherman was pushing, because she through the Rock Nation. I know he's pushing her singles out, a few singles. So I know me and CL gets the emails. So
yeah, but they ain't been nothing yet. I know it hadn't been, because I get emails from certain things too. So I know she hadn't put a promo out for that. So that's why I'm just kind of, she did that last time she came out with that last album. Like, and it's just like, get this in DJ's hands. Like, I understand she's trying to be bigger and be on like a big, but like, them other folks that's jamming the Miami song y'all was talking about earlier, they not worried about Rhapsody, man. She got to get that shit, especially that shit. That shit is, I don't know, DJs. Is that DJ ready? Is God Got Afro? Is it DJ ready?
Look,
yeah, no,
I agree with you.
That's a slapper.
I agree with you. Like, Rhapsody has slowly, and people in North Carolina will hate me for this, but fuck them. As she's distanced herself from Ninth Wonder production, she's gradually gotten better. And more, and I'm not gonna say commercial, but just more appealing, period. And that record is fire. And the thing about it is kind of what you were saying, like, oh, you want to be bigger, but bigger people are doing the work. Bigger people are doing exactly what you're asking her to do. So being big has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It might be, she might feel a certain kind of way, like, well, nobody was playing my shit before when we were doing it, so we're not going to do it now, which is dumb. Like, do it all the time and you won't ever have to worry about it. But I don't know, bro. But yes, that shit is ready.
I think
just make sure I wasn't tripping.
I think it's worthy of a playback. Let me try to get this back up.
If you play it back, you got to play the video.
I was about to say,
you got to play the video.
Oh, it got a video? Oh, it got a video?
Yes.
Okay. Right, all right. Let's pull up the video then.
We got to talk to Rhapsody about that, man, because
it's a nice video.
I'm not sure what that is, man. Like, get that out there.
It's very artistic.
Are we saying that would be legend approved? Is this what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't know. Legend. Not in terms of the video. No. I had to catch what you were saying, Bray. No, not the video. No. That wouldn't be legend. It wouldn't be legend approved. No,
I was because I was about to say then she really went left. If this legend,
yeah, no. I had to think about that.
Quote unquote super producer.
Yeah, like y'all know who's
Because-
doing this, supposedly doing the whole album, right?
Well, that's the dude. That's the same dude.
That's Denon Porter.
He did PIMP.
Well, Denon Porter is, trust me, Denon Porter is known. Like that's D12, but even after that, plenty of heats. But man, hey dog, I don't know, maybe I'm living in another time, but I just feel that song should be way bigger than what it is. But you know, maybe it's just me.
Well, I think realistically, the reasoning is one of those things of the who, not the what. I think if that record had been, what the hell is Will Smith's Willow Smith?
Right,
it'd be a hit.
Of course.
If that record was a Doja Cat, or what's the other chick name that the dark skinned chick that everybody was calling the industry plant? Doechii. If it was one of them, it'd be a hit record.
Beyonce, it had made that. Beyonce be trying to spit sometime.
Yeah. Like if it was any of them, that it'd be a hit record. I think it's who it is, and to be honest, her team doesn't know how to promote, because if they did, they would have had hit records in the past.
See, I could hear the Afro now, new look, and he's doing his whole media campaign run. It would be the perfect time if he was to jump on that.
For who?
And that would be Jay-Z.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the funny thing, Swerve. She put that out like a week after he did, and one of her, I don't want to say criticisms, but one of the things that she even addressed is how she's always bringing up Jay-Z. So in my little text thread community, we was kind of joking about that, like, you know. But yes, that would be the opportune time. I just want, this sounds like Eve, what I just heard. Eve was a great project. That I told her that when she was on Digiwaxx. That was the project. This sounds like it's going in that direction. I look forward to it. I want them to make sure that they service you all who are out there playing this stuff. Because I'm sitting there listening to shit, screaming at the wall, like, why the fuck is there not a DJ pack for this? I'm like, so anyhow.
Don't be surprised. I'm working my magic. Don't be surprised you'll see it up today.
Swerve, don't delete anything. I got you.
Nothing.
Don't delete anything. I got you in a moment. As you can see, we played it. I got you in a moment. But this should not have taken 3 weeks for this to be accessible, is what I'm saying.
I don't be deleting
Your team got to get on that.
I got you right now. Boom, boom, bam.
Hold up, let me talk shit real quick. Hey, you can't tell Swerve what to do. Swerve is the algorithm. If you don't want your deleted, get your own platform. No, I'm joking.
Yo, Quantum, well, not the Quantum, y'all know, it is true. Nas and AZ are doing an album project together.
I haven't heard anything. I'll believe that when I actually see it, though. But
no, I got that from a producer that is trying to get submission production on the project.
I mean, look, if it happens, it happens. I don't necessarily think it's needed, but again, that's a conversation for another day.
I'm a Quantum on that one. I'll believe it when I see that. That's the urban legend detox right there.
Well, I'll be quiet when it happens.
You just send the records through, and we'll get them on the call.
Oh, now here's the thing: Swerve, Digiwaxx, Radio Raymond, CL. I said it last week when Quick was on, man. Y'all got to utilize that clip when he gave that exclusive, dog, you got to utilize that type of shit, man. You got to utilize it. Put that shit out there. No one knows that. The shit with LL. That was a Digiwaxx exclusive. Y'all got to utilize them type of clips, dog.
All right, I'll tell DJ Sweets because he runs the YouTube stuff. So we got certain people doing certain things. But I'll tell Sweets.
Are you at the penthouse, Swerve?
I am not today. I am not today.
I heard y'all hot out there. Y'all 95, 100 out there today?
Yeah, tomorrow supposed to get up to like 102, 103. I think the high Friday will probably be 104 from what I see. But hopefully not, because the humidity makes it feel like 110 or whatever with all, everything so close together,
Hey, just keep in mind, like, number one, it's a massive heat dome that hits, so that's hitting all of us. And then number two, it's the biggest El Nino in like 100 years. So that's going to affect weather all the way through the rest of this year.
Man, we moving closer to the sun. We all we're gonna reset. We're gonna burn.
Actually, we're moving further away, but
we gonna burn. I don't know would y'all rather be cold and further out or be hotter going.
That's kind of weird because we always hotter than New York, and y'all hotter than us, man. And I've been to New York in the summertime, man, and it was like in the 80s, and I was dying. So I can't imagine what y'all going through now, man. God damn. Ooh.
Yeah, because it's all the buildings and everything.
No trees
together.
No trees.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say no trees.
You could go to Central Park and burn up, and that's all nothing but trees.
Well, yeah,
no, I'm saying as a collective, bro. You can't have one section of trees and be like, I got trees. See? Like, nah, bro, it ain't like that. But like you said, it's that concrete. It's that concrete. It's that glass,
bro.
And it's that fucking exhaust from all them damn vehicles.
And the water
and
right
the
there,
humidity.
right there on the coast.
I mean, shit. Everywhere else on the coast catches a breeze. They can't get a breeze because of them damn buildings.
No, we got breeze. I live on the water. I look out my window. I live right on the water, the Hudson water. So I'm on a waterfront property.
What about the people on the other side of your building?
Now we
Do
know
they
we're
feel the
making
breeze, or does your building cut the breeze off?
Yo, let me tell you, when the wind blows, our buildings dance. The buildings dance. And I live in a 38 floor building. I live on a 24th floor. The building next to me lives 43 floors high. So, but they design like that. All tall buildings, especially the buildings that was built in the 70s or whatever, they design them to kind of sway when it gets hot.
All right, then. Well, I think on that note, we shall bid farewell. Everybody, please have a safe 4th of July. You know what I mean? I know people aside from the fireworks is popping guns outside, so please be careful.
Real talk. Hey, see, what's wrong with these people getting engaged on top of the Empire State Building where nobody's supposed to be right about now, man?
You saw
I'm
that
all
too,
for it, bro.
They was climbing up there with signs and shit.
No, these cats done climbed to the top of the tower right
Right. If you go do it big. Do some shit other people ain't never done. Fuck
like
that.
Nobody has ever done this. It's like it's a security breach.
Have at it. Do some shit ain't nobody done before.
That means they got to beef up their security. Basically, they security ain't that strong. You got motherfuckers climbing all the way up to the top of that motherfucker, very tip top. Then the motherfucker,
well, it's a protest. It's a protest.
Then the motherfucker, he asked for her hand in marriage or whatever, pledge, whatever. He sat there, got on his knees, and gave her a ring and asked for her hand in marriage and shit, right there on top of it with the cameras and the helicopters looking. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I thought they had like
that was a publicity
free
stunt.
Palestine. I thought they had a free Palestine flag up there?
Nah, it was the flag said something like something about love. It was something about love, but it was like X something something love, but love doesn't do X whatever. That's what the flag said.
Okay, this is Kermit talking. When I go to Indianapolis next month, DJ Punch, Manny Face, and the Head Rush gonna climb a goddamn building to keep me from beating their ass. By the way, so I'll tell y'all about it later.
Head Rush.
They're
What
gonna
you got
climb
to
the
say,
highest
Head Rush?
mountain. They're gonna climb the highest mountain and not take this ass whooping.
Oh shit.
Oh, Head Rush. Oh.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, I don't abuse senior citizens, sir. That is a crime. I don't partake in
Not if they
abusing.
come at you. Not if they come at you first. I don't know if
Bro,
you've seen that
look,
doorbell
That's actually
video.
true.
bro,
Yes,
look.
oh, the
Elderly abuse is
doorbell.
very serious. Elderly abuse
Oh,
is very serious, by the way.
all I'm
No,
saying is, if
have
an
you?
elderly person coming at me, I will push them down and move around. They are
No,
not
that's
as agile as I am. I have the ability to defend myself properly without hurting them. I do not partake in abusing the old folks.
nah, bruh. Like I don't know if you've seen that doorbell video, but there's this old black lady that walked up on this chick house talking shit about her dog, and her dog attacked her dog and all this other shit. So my dog is $1,500. Your dog ain't shit. And she's
I
on the
saw
phone with the
that. I saw
police.
that. Hold on. And not only that, at the end of the video, the young girl kept saying,
We need an
"Why you do
ambulance.
that? Why you did it?" Because she know it was recorded. Now she's
Right.
trying to say, "I only did it because you attacked me." But people
She
gonna take
did
the old
though.
lady's side. They're gonna
Nah,
take
I'm
the old
not
lady's
taking the
side.
old lady's side. That old lady didn't
That
have to go
old
over there.
lady
She was
was
already on the
wrong.
phone.
She shouldn't have hit her.
She was already on the phone with 911. 911 told her to separate herself. She smacked the young chick. The young chick just pushed her.
Right,
And then went in the house. Like,
and that was embarrassing for her to talk about what her dog, what she paid for her dog. That's ridiculous.
right. Everybody was like, well, where's your dog to help you now?
Mm-mm.
Hey,
All I'm
anybody
saying
can
is,
get.
only time I'm escalating that much force on an elderly person is if they got a firearm.
What if it's Donald Trump?
Hey, man. Hey, I don't know. Depends. Nah, probably wouldn't do nothing there. I'll fight him too. I just push him down, man. You know, you don't get nowhere pushing up, beating up on old folks and people that can't defend themselves.
Head Rush, man, you sound like you had a long day, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
I'm
It
not. I'm
sound like it's
chilling,
time,
man.
time to lay it down. It's time to lay it down. Head Rush. Usually,
Nah, I'm
Head Rush
chilling.
be on. Head Rush he be 1,000 by this time.
Nah, I'm chilling. Just chilling.
I'm about to be out though, man. Y'all take it easy. Shout out to Digiwaxx. Continue to go up there. Swerve is posting a lot. I'm posting a lot. If you guys got things that need to be up on Digiwaxx, holler at us or get with CL so you can put stuff up there as well. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. Till next week.
All right, y'all be safe, man.
Okay, this was Kermit.